everybody, I am Meg from LovenStamps and you're watching Maker Mornings with Meg. A technical hiccup this morning. Anyway, you know, internet, it's like that sometimes. But the project I have to share with you is actually super quick. It's very sweet. Get it? There's candy involved. And it's one you're going to want to duplicate for lots and lots of occasions. So a couple ways you'll be able to get the details. Watch the video. I'll always give you what you need to know. So get a pencil out and write it down. Or if you're placing an order with me online this month, then you're going to get the PDF tutorial for this project as one of the Merry and Bright Sweet Collection features for the month of October. So woohoo for that. But we are using those little Hershey's Treasures candies and, like I said, the Merry and Bright stamps and dies to go with them. So you can adapt this for any occasion. If you're looking for something for Halloween, this is a really quick project to adjust. It would make a great shower favor or a wedding favor or all kinds of different projects. You just have to change out the stamps and the dies and the colors for your particular occasion and you'll be all set to go. So, gosh, school Valentine treats. Geez, every possible candy giving occasion. And let's face it, when isn't a candy giving occasion? So you could tuck some of these in your purse or in your bag and hand them out to somebody when you're at the grocery store just for kicks. So anyway, with that, I'm going to show you how to make a bunch of these at one time. Because one of the things we do so well as stampers and paper crafters is share joy. And so making a bunch of these is a great way to share a bunch of joy. And so I'm going to give you sort of a quick tip for cutting and scoring at the very beginning of our video here that will save you a lot of time in putting these little treats together. So yes, happy pre-Friday, yay! All right, so I'm gonna switch my camera here and get this settled. So we are starting here. Basically what I did was I took a piece of cardstock, so this is just an 8.5 by 11 sheet, and I cut it to 7¼ inches wide, which is going to be the size that you need. If you're just making one of these, you're gonna make it 2¾ by 7¼ Now I have this on my Simply Scored board just marked because let's face it, if you're making a lot of these things, this board is just, you can't beat it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to score this whole length of the paper at 3¾ inches, 4¼ inches, 5½ inches, and 6 inches. And then we're gonna take this and we are going to cut this up into strips. So let me get this out of the way and I'm going to pull in my paper trimmer here, and we're going to cut this into strips. Oh, you can see what I cut last. This is the same designer series paper. We're going to cut this into strips that are 2¾ inch wide. Now, why 2¾ inch? Because that is the size that is going to fit our Hershey's Treasures. This little treat holds 3 Hershey's Treasures, and from a sheet of cardstock, you'll get 4 of these papers, okay? So you're gonna get four treats out of one paper, and they're all scored, so that makes it really easy. Now, I'm just gonna fold on the score lines here for one of these, and oh goodness, it would help if I got my candy out. So this Hershey's candies, of course, come in, you know, like a giant bag like this, the Hershey's Nuggets. They used to be Treasures, I think. Are they the same thing? I can't remember. But in any case, you're gonna need 3 of them, and we're gonna pick the gold ones for this because they match our theming. It's really tempting to want to go ahead and put this together already, but you better wait, because what you wanna do is if you're gonna stamp on this part of your little treat box, you can see where the candies are gonna go. You're gonna wanna do that before you assemble. So I'm gonna bring in my Merry and Bright stamp set, and we're gonna go with Santa was here, because that's just a fun deal. So I missed you guys on Tuesday. And I'm gonna stamp red on red, just like that. Shows up really nicely. This color is Poppy Parade, so that's a good match. So I missed you guys on Tuesday. I went hiking with my daughter, and we had a great day. So thanks for understanding. But we're happy to be here stamping again today. So hey Terry, hey Carol. Now, when you assemble this, you can use multi-purpose liquid glue, you can use Seal Plus, you can use tear tape. But basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna put glue on the back of this, okay? And remember, you don't wanna use a lot. That is plenty, that tiny little bit. If you can see it, it's enough. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pop my candies in here. so that I can wrap this at the same time that I am putting it together. So that way you get your candies in there nice and tight. So I'm just wrapping around, and then I'm going to pinch this on the back. And since it's multi-purpose liquid glue, remember it grabs super strong, but not instantly. So just give it a second to hold on. Okay. So you can kind of see where this is going. This project was inspired by one my friend Julie Davison shared with me a year or two ago. I can't remember now. But this, I'll show you Julie's project at the end. It's a Halloween one, and you'll really like that. So, all right. So there we have it. That is our basic treat wrap. You could stamp anything here. You could do this for any occasion. Although now that it says Santa was here, we're pretty well specific. Sue says, oh, Sue, you're having trouble with your video? Yeah, I had to swap out my internet this morning. So Sue and I are neighbors. So it could be that one of our local internet is not so hot. So I think I'm doing okay now. So if you're also having trouble, you can let me know. All right, so now I have a bunch of these pieces of designer series paper. These are all from the Merry and Bright Sweet collection. I know you guys love looking at reflective glare. Sorry about that. But any of these papers from this suite that I've shown you, we did a notebook with this last week or the week before. We did one of these fun notebooks here. Their papers are gorgeous, and you're going to cut your paper to 2.5 inches wide by 2.25 inches tall, and that is going to fit perfectly at the top of our little piece here. And you could use any of these. Oh, this one needs a little trim. Made it too big. So remember 2.25. Remember 2.25, Meg. So I can maybe do this one here for the contrast, and I'll show you another paper at the end. But I've got 4 of them ready to go, so those will be making my 4 little treats. When I mass produce a project, I am making multiples. When I do that, I don't do every project completely the way through. So what I would do is I would score all the pieces. I would stamp Santas here on all of them. I would fold all of them. I would add this layer to all of them. Then I'm do the next step, and I would do those in batches, because that I find is the quickest way to make the most of my stamping time. So, all right, I have a crushed curry ink pad, and I'm going to stamp a couple of bulbs on here. Remember to leave room at the bottom for your bulb attachment point, which I almost forgot to do. And then, of course, in the Merry and Bright dies, there are miraculously 2 of this die here. And then, of course, if you really were making a whole bunch of these and you wanted to be efficient with them, you could make a couple of them this way, but then you also have this die and its coordinating stamp. So you might as well use that one on the other one. So then you could actually do all of your stamping, all of your die cutting for all 4 of those one-page ones at the same time. So run that through, and through the magic of television, here I have my light bulb all cut out. Now the next thing from this die set that I'm gonna need are these little topper pieces here for the light bulb. And of course, if you wanted to, you could go ahead and stamp. If you're playing the get 4 out of it game, go ahead and stamp and get all 4 of those. So you'd use 2 stamped versions and 2 just textured cardstock versions. So you could get those done really quickly. And let's look through the magic of television. I have one of these done, and I've used the shaded spruce cardstock. So that's gonna fit here. Let's go ahead and put that together. I'm gonna put just a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue here. Remember to tap your glue down if you're having trouble getting it to come out. If you can see the glue, it is enough. You don't need a ton. And I'm gonna pop that on there and just give it a second to grab. You really don't want a ton, because there actually are little slits in the front of this from the texture die, and so you don't want to have your glue pop through there. So just be super light on the glue. And then we have this fabulous die, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 little sections of little light string, okay? So I'm gonna grab one of these and grab, let's see here, and I'm gonna go ahead, I think I have some snips here handy. I was gonna say, otherwise it's so lightweight you could just tear it. So I'm gonna go ahead and snip this in half, and so that is gonna give us 4 of our little light bulb pieces to go with it. And then this I'm going to go ahead and run across here. Now, part of this is going to be strategy on how to adhere these pieces. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my glue tapped down, and I'm going to run a really light line of glue across the corner of our light bulb element. Okay, you guys see that? Hold on a second, let me get this turned. So I have a line of glue across there, and then I'm going to go ahead and hold the glue and our string together. So I'm basically, get my fingers out of the way, basically attaching this string to our light bulb. Now, this string weighs like less than nothing, and so it is going to definitely be held in place by that amount of glue, no problem, because this is actually going to be kind of free form here on our project, so that is going to stick out along the edge. Let's go ahead and put our backing paper on here, okay, like this, and then our light bulb is going to fit across here, and I think I'm gonna make it go this way. Let's see, this way or this way. I think I'm gonna go this way because of how I glued the string on, and or I could make it go kind of straight across here, the top, like it's going straight across there. I think I'm gonna do it that way. So I like it when it's sticking out the edge there. So see, our string looks like it's hanging from a long string of light bulbs. But we're not done with this, because we of course need some bling on there. And this is where the bling from this particular suite comes in handy. It's the iridescent dots, iridescent adhesive backed discs, sorry. This is a half of a package, so you can kind of get the idea. But they are these really pretty dots in these colors. And, oh, actually I forgot something else. Okay, before we get to the bling, the other thing that I love about this stamp set is it has the opportunity to add these little stamped pieces here. So you can stamp the little inside of that there, or there are also two die versions, and they're different. One is sort of this cute little prongy one, and the other one is a little heart. Now, if you're gonna use a little heart, it works best to have your light bulb facing up like this, so that the heart makes sense. And I actually have one. I've die cut these out of the gold paper here, and this is linked in the video description if you have questions about which supplies I'm using. There's a link in the video description or in the comments, you can check there. And this is the heart version. So when I'm facing the light bulb up like this, then the heart is really cute and it makes a lot of sense. When you have it facing down like this, the heart is still pretty cute, but I feel like it doesn't make quite as much sense. So I prefer when my light bulb is facing down to use this other cute little piece. And so we're gonna pop just a little bit of glue on the back here. And if you see me tap my glue all the time, it's because when it gets down towards the bottom, you really want to tap the glue so that it falls down here towards the tip. So picture like the glue line inside here. You want the glue down here so it can easily come out of the tip when you squeeze a little bit. Kind of, I don't know, picture like a shampoo bottle or something, like where the shampoo is in there and why you're having trouble getting it out. So, all right, and so that is going to attach just like that. So now let's go back to our sweet iridescent discs here, and you can use your fingernail, you can use take your pick tool. We're gonna go ahead and pop a couple of these on here. Let's see, maybe I'll do the red ones. Let's see, or you could do a variety of colors. Maybe I'll do a variety of colors. I'm gonna pop a few of them, I think. Maybe little three little sparkles there. You could also put them down here on your Santa is here message. So here I have another version of this cute little project, and let's put the little sparkles down here on this one. Santa was here. Okay. There we go. A little Santa was here, maybe one more here out at the end. What color did I not use yet? The pink one? You could use all three of the same color. You could use all different ones. They're not picking up. There we go. So maybe I'll just do this. So there, I kind of like these. I always say when you put your embellishments on, you want to emphasize some portion. So you can either have your little Santa was here message kind of sink into the background, or you can have your Santa was here message like kind of jump out by putting the little iridescent dots down there. So you can kind of see how that works differently. But either way, they are really very, very cool. And any of the papers in this suite will work nicely for our little candy holders. And I didn't glue the candies in. When I wrapped the candies, I just wrapped it really tightly according to our score information. So that will really stick in there nicely. So yay. So that is our really quick project for today. And like I said, the PDF directions for this are included in the thank you that I send to stampers who order from me, any size order during the month of October. You'll get this tutorial and the cutting and pictures and so forth. If you are not ordering from me this month, then this will be available in my Etsy shop sometime next month. So keep an eye out for that in November. And I'm looking forward to sharing 2 more projects with you. So the Sweet LovenStamps tutorial suite feature is this Merry and Bright stamps and die set. And so we have this project and we have our notebook, and then I have another card and another project. So these are really great holiday helper projects that'll help you get ready early, right? Because who doesn't love to get ready early? I don't know, it's kind of rainy here today, so I feel like it's a good day to curl up with some fun crafty projects and make some things that you're enjoying. So, but like I said, this is definitely not a holiday only project. You can make this for lots of occasions, including, of course, anything happy and candy giving that you want. So just swap out your stamp sets and your dies and you will be in good shape. So, all right, everybody, I think that covers us. Link is in the video description for supplies. Thank you very much for supporting my channel, my business when you order from me. If you have a very large order, remember that the 35-year anniversary special is going on right now. This is the best time to sign up to be a demonstrator with me, either for your own discount or, you know, building a business or wherever part in between. Everyone is, of course, welcome. And you can learn more about that on my website at LovenStamps.com. And the link is also in the video description for that, or in the comments, depending on where you're watching. So learn more about joining and all the perks of being a demonstrator. So, all right, guys. Oh, Tanya says she's kind of cute project. It is. I really love this one. So, and then I don't know if they're called, are they not called Hershey's Treasures anymore? Maybe that's just the old name. Anyway, go out, get a bag of candy. You know, if you have some extra laying around, you might have to eat a few as you're, you know, going. Good to keep your energy up while you're creating. So have a great day, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. Happy pre-Friday. And I will be back on Tuesday with another Maker Mornings with Meg video. So happy stamping, guys.